Yeah, the centre's the line's your middle. Have you got a sub for him? Comes off. It's right in next to the scrum. Time's back on. Crouch. Fine. Wait, stop there, stop. Run through. You've already set your numbers, you're there. No, guys. Guys, if you're in, you're in. All right, we're done. We can't stuff around for that long. Thank you. Right in the middle. I mean, you know, the kid you No, it's just setting it up. fine. No, play on. Go for the ball. Take him back. Feels good. Feels good, Dudley. Push him in the back. Push him in the back. Kick it out. Fine. Take him back. Mark called. Oh, mate. Not help. Advantage. Shoulder charge. Number 16. High tackle. High tackle. Last feet. Knock on. Advantage is over. Last tackle, pulling down by the collar. Advantage. 14. Number 14, high tackle. Pulling down by the shoulder. Sorry, pulling down by the collar. High tackle. So if you put it out, you get the line out. If you tap it and kick it out, it's game over. Sure. On you come. Henry against you, don't shoulder people out like that. Hold him up! Hold him up! Hold him up! Move! Thanks. That's right, we'll play.
Oh, yeah.
Just check this. Yeah, that's it. That's better. That's better. There you go. Yeah. Well, hello and welcome to Phillip Oval for round 4 of the Griffin Legal Grand 5 of the Griffin Legal John I. Dent Cup 2018 season. Brett McKay with you for Bar TV Sports with last year's grand finalists, the Canberra Royals, hosting semi-finalists Uni-Norths Owls in the Hahn Superdry match of the round. This match marks the first 2019 defence of the Bob Hitchcock Territory Shield for Royals as well. 5 successful defences of it last year after they wrested it off the hands and held it at the end of the last year, which was a great reward for a solid season from the Canberra Royals club. It's also Are You OK round for the Royals club today, which is a great initiative raising awareness for mental health, particularly men's mental health as well. And to tell us more about that is a long-term favourite of the match of the day, the call. It's Luke Fisher from Royals. You're still kitted up, mate. You've just sat on the bench for second grade. Welcome back for 2019. Great to have you back.
Thank you very much, Brett. It was great to be back again for 2019. As you mentioned, today's a very big day for the club. AOK is a very close cause to the club. Obviously, around footy clubs, there's a lot of guys, and not all the time they're going through the best of places. So it's just really about encouraging to have that conversation with your mates and make sure everyone's getting on well.
Absolutely. Well, Uni-Norths on the field already. Our referee today is James Hagan. James Morris, I beg your pardon. James Hagan just did sit your game in second grade, didn't he? I'm giving him 2 caps like you've just notched up 2 games for today.
Nothing like a sneaky last-minute run on.
Royals about to take the field here, led out by Seth Going in his 50th first grade game for Canberra Royals, and congratulations to Seth. You can see the striking yellow and black Royals jerseys today. That's going to take a bit of getting used to. Luke, I wasn't entirely aware this was coming.
Yeah, it's just obviously, we'd use this opportunity to get that message out there as much as possible, and I think using the AOK Day colours is a great way to shine a spotlight on the course.
It absolutely is. Ben Johnson just down there congratulating Seth Going, that 50th first grade cap. Congratulations to him. Was named in the round 4 team of the week last week, the second time he's been included in 2019 already. Also Hugh Cowan, Jack Farrell as well. There's been healthy Royals representation in the team of the week already this year, which has been good to see.
Yeah, Royals have had a really fantastic start to the year, and we're looking forward to another close one today.
No doubt we will, as James Morris gets us underway, and already there's a heavy contact over there on that far side. Uni-Norths looking to work their way out of their own 22 here now. Jordan Thompson at the back gets a low kick in toward the grandstand here at Phillip Oval. And he does find touch. Royals go quickly through Lincoln Smith though. It's Rolando, who's going to come back down the short side, links back up with Lincoln Smith, who has to step off his right. Avoid running into the fence here on the grandstand side of Phillip Oval. The Royals working their way out through Craig McMahon here. That's pass of Craig McMahon's isn't his best for the day, undoubtedly.
Yeah, his support play there didn't help him very much. They were up a bit flat on him, and it just made it an awkward pass, but no support there, and incorrect entry. Uni have an easy shot at goal here.
You would think so. Uni-Norths. Jordan Thompson is going to step up at the back. Jordan Thompson just sneaking on in jersey number 23. Must have outgrown number 15 from last week.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. It's they like to spring a few changes on us every now and then.
So he'll have this shot from right in front, and it's about, we've probably got to call it 35 metres back, haven't we?
Yeah, about 35. I think that we might see some faint signs of
actually, and that would be the 30-metre line, so it's probably 32 if we use that as the guide. Jordan Thompson has always been a very, very good kicker. He'll be looking to put Uni-Norths on the scoreboard first. Hit it typically well, Jordan Thompson. The flags are up. Uni-Norths with the first points of the game. And that's a good way to start the game, Luke. Yeah, just get out of your own half, get down the opposition half, force the penalty, easy points.
That's it. Settles the nerves of the team, but that makes the Royals now have to chase a little bit. So, yeah, let's see how the Blue Baggers, or they're not blue today,
Yellow
respond.
Baggers today, aren't you?
Yeah.
Back underway through Pedro Rolando. Uni-Norths players dealing with the sun over there on the far side. And all of a sudden I've just noticed, looking into the sun over that far side, Luke, is that white numbers on yellow jerseys aren't great.
No, yeah, that's probably something we didn't think of heading into the round. Probably should have gone with the black numbers.
Black numbers in hindsight, but anyway, we'll make do.
I'll do my best to differentiate for you guys.
Yeah, I'll just apologise in advance for the inevitable mistaken identities that we're going to get today. But that's all right. Royals setting themselves nice and deep here on this open side. Jamie Bodman and Jason Swain giving themselves plenty of room in this centre channel. Royal scrum's been impressive the first 5 rounds, as is their team in general.
Yeah,
Uni-Norths going well though.
Yeah, Uni-Norths have just continued on that form from last year where they went in that first final series. They've been probably a bit of a surprise packet in terms of results this year, but they've been travelling very well.
They were dirty to lose last week to Tuggeranong, 27-22. It was a game they led for a lot of, but unfortunately you only have to be in front when the final whistle goes, as you well know. And it was Uni-North's first loss of the week. Also last week, Royals 29 beat West 27, and Gungahlin beat Queanbeyan 29-19 up at Nichols, where we were for the Hart Superdry match of the round. Royals have got this from the back of their scrum. They've had to work incredibly hard for it. Rory Scott, the young number 8. McMahon brings it wide here. This is Jason Swain, who's monstered there in the middle channel there. Willow Axelson all over him. That ball's been spilt. That's a big von Blackensee. Uni-Norths have this. Box kick goes up from Dawson. Ben Johnson's back there. What can he do? He's got Craig McMahon outside him. He gets a kick through. Needs to put a few of his forwards on side, does Johnson. He does that now. Jordan Thompson has it. Launches a massive top bomb at the back for Lincoln Smith, who does very, very well. That kick from Jordan Thompson just peeled it back and launches a huge spiral bomb.
Yeah, it's fraction probably too deep. He didn't give his chances a chance to compete for the ball there, but beautiful top.
And there's just not quite enough wind here blowing over the top of the grandstand for that to really have an impact at the back there. The Royals, they keep going away here. Uni-Norths have got this after Pedro Orlando spilled it. Flag is up there on the far side. We're going to come back for the original knock on.
Yeah, a bit of a panic offload there from BJ. I don't think Pedro was expecting that one, but Uni-Norths play it down.
Yeah, it is. It's the young lock. It's Will Sankey. It is in their V jersey, number 5. Uni-Norths retired their number 5 a couple of years ago in memory of Dan Vickerman. So it's young Will Sankey gone down there. He's clutching at his shin area. Certainly doesn't look to be in a great deal of comfort at the moment.
Yeah, no, there's some signs of distress there. It definitely looks like a lower leg injury there.
So we've got time out here. We've had around about 10 minutes of play here at Phillip Oval in the Hart Superdry match of the round. Will Sankey's just been helped up. He's not going to continue on, certainly. This might be a slow old exit off the pitch too, I think. So Will Sankey's making his way off. I just mentioned those successful Shield defences last year, Luke, which you can probably rattle them off for me, I suppose, can you? This is going to put you to the test, of course. The Bob Hitchcock Shield was introduced last year. Royals, they won it off Queanbeyan in round 7 and then successfully defended it against West in round 10, East in round 13, Tuggeranong in round 16, and then beat Queanbeyan again in Tuggeranong round 14, I beg your pardon, in round 16 was the win over Queanbeyan, and that was what enabled them to hold on to the Bob Hitchcock Territory Shield for 2018.
I do recall our match of the round here against Uni-Norths. It might have been first.
That was one of the first successful defences, you're right.
Jordan Thompson missed the conversion from the sideline to win.
I think you might be right, yeah. I think you might be right. It was an entertaining game that afternoon.
Strong scrum there from Royals again.
Really good work. Uni-Norths coming wide here. This is Thompson. Steps off his right, gets past. Seth going there. Working their way into attack here again, Uni-Norths. Good strong carry up the middle there from Phil Ferreira. Another team of the week inclusion last week for the second time this year. He's lost the ball in contact though this time. Royals back on attack through Ben Johnson. Looking to get away up the far side. He does, Ben Johnson. Can he get away? He's just brought down inside the Uni-Norths half. Craig McMahon is there in support. So is big Sione Mao. And he is the biggest scrum half in Canberra rugby right at this point in time. Sione Mao, the big number 1. Pedro Orlando gets there behind. They're still going ahead. This is Sione Mao. Good pick and drive for the big loose head prop, but he's just held on there a little bit too long. Has he? In from the side is the call.
I think he's got it in from the side there from James Morris. Probably one of those nitpicky penalties that as rugby fans we don't like to see, but
referees are always right, of course, but yes, every now and again we just wonder. But that's all right. We need our referees in our game.
Certainly do. There's no game without them.
No, definitely not. And of course, something that we don't always see. James Morris is in his alternate kit today, the purple referee's kit.
Yeah, well, it would
usually
be
in the blue and gold. Yeah, it would be a little bit of a clash with the Royal strip today.
Yeah, no, it's obviously good to be able to see where the referee is after the place. So
Absolutely.
you wouldn't want to see one take him out.
Exactly right. So Uni-Norths with a line-out throw just outside the Royals 22. James Lynch throws well to the back. Beats Max Bode in the jump. Royals have got this, looking to work their way off their own line. McMahon's under pressure here. They've got to do well here. Yeah, it's a good carry from Alex Veras, just settling it down when they needed it. And that's a good, strong carry. And Rory Scott impressed me a couple of weeks ago in the first match of the round that I did for 2019 over at Griffith Oval.
Yeah, Rory, just straight out of school, is very, very comfortably slid into first grade. Sometimes those younger guys can take a little bit to adjust, but he's fitted in like a...
Looks very much at home at this level, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Uni-North's defence making this hard work for Royals to get out of their 22. This is a big carry from Von Blankensee. He's lost it in contact again. It's cleaned up there at the back by Ty, the hooker. Siatai Ty. This is Jamie Bodman. What can he do? Well, he's got a ball gone away on the far side. It's gone behind his support player. But we're going to come back to an offside penalty against Uni-Norths on the 10-metre line. This game's had everything in the last 5 minutes. Luke, it really feels like we've stepped up the pace. There's a bit of intensity.
Yeah, paces are picked up from both sides. I think Uni-Norths, you can see, are really trying to press with their defence, try and catch Royals behind the game line, but Royals have responded equally with strong carries from Alex Veras, Sam Von Blackensee and Sudatai there.
And I'll tell you who else has responded strongly. That is the Royals canteen directly below us here in the grandstand at Phillip Oval. There is a enormous line underneath us, and the barbecue is in fine form at the moment because now we've just got that wonderful waft of steak just blowing straight up. I did sample one earlier this morning, Luke, and I've got to say, Royals, clubhouse leaders in the steak sandwiches department this year.
I know it's a personal favourite of you, the old rugby ground.
I just think it's the perfect way to compare how clubs are going. And do the simple things right. I'll give you a shout out on the match of the day call. It's as simple as that.
We'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll let the new canteen people know.
My compliments to the chef downstairs. They're doing a good job here, the Royals. They've won this line out. Their line out drive's effective. They're into Uni-Norths 22 now. Ben Johnson is about 15 or 16 metres out. This is Rory Scott. Great quick hands there from Swain has it. This is now Jamie Bodman, I think it is. Craig McMahon with a nice tap on ball there. Bodman, this is Jack Farrell. Moved from blind side to open side this week. Luke Kimber still a few weeks away yet. Good hands there from Swain. He tripped himself up. Can he get an offload away? He takes it to ground safely and sensibly in the end. Rolando's there. Seth Going throws a dummy. Seth Going keeps going. Can he score in his 50th first grade game? Royals, McMahon has this. He throws a dummy to the outside that most of the Phillip grandstand wish he didn't. Royals punching away here. We've got a pick and drive. Uni-North's defence is up to it there. Max Bode with a strong tackle right when it was needed. Rolando is there looking for forward runners. He has a dive himself, and it's a try to Pedro Rolando.
Yeah, very sneaky work there from Pedro. Obviously, you have to, as those ruck defenders, you've got to be on your game when he's sniping, particularly that close to the line. He'll always try and sniff one out.
Pedro Rolando, second in the John Dent Cup point scoring tally already this year. That will undoubtedly push him a little bit further, closer to the leader at the moment. Just good, sneaky halfback work, Luke. That's what we like to appreciate.
That's it. Pedro's probably one of the best in the business going around Canberra at the moment. So, got to be, like I said, that ruck defence has to be on its game all day today.
Absolutely. He's taken his conversion back outside the 22. He's on the 5 metre tram line, just inside it. So he's going to be kicking this really the best part of 30 metres on the angle, might be closer to 35.
Yeah, my Pythagoras isn't the best, but probably about 35.
Yeah, the angle that we've got here is definitely conspiring against us. There's a Royals player just in the foreground getting some attention as well. We'll keep an eye on that.
Jamie Bodman just getting his ankle strapped up by the looks of it.
Pedro Rolando's conversion from out wide is good. Royals jump out to a 7 points to 3 lead. And that's a good response from Royals, Luke. Uni-Norths taking points in their first entry into attacking zone, and Royals have hit back in the best way they possibly can.
Yeah, definitely, and it was all through earned field position. There was no easy penalties downfield. So yeah, I think Southie will be very happy with the way the boys have responded.
Thompson gets us underway again for Uni-Norths, goes down to the right-hand side of the field. This is taken well over there. Forward runners, this is Rory Scott again. I just like the way that he's just, every time he's there to carry when Royals need it. He's an impressive young number 8.
Yeah, his work ethic off the ball is something to really watch.
Yeah.
Look at him again, he's already bounced straight back up into position, working hard off the ball.
Ready to go again in those attacking pods. Ball's just spilled into touch over there on the far side.
That's the second loose sort of offload there from BJ. He won't be happy with himself, prides himself on being a pretty consistent player.
So James Lynch will have a line-out throw for Uni-Norths. Straight up there is Lachlan Osborne, an exciting young prospect as well for the Brumbies. Lachlan Osborne. Have a look at him in the Brumbies pre-season trial. I'm sure he played blindside flank and looked pretty comfortable there as well. He's certainly making a good fist of lock here in the early stages of the Griffin League or John Dent Cup season in 2019.
Yeah, it's good to see a couple of the boys that played in those sort of runner program earlier this year. Jack Farrell and Rory Scott from Royals both involved in those fixtures as well.
Uni-Norths just building up the phases here. Max Bode with a good carry. Another strong carry in centre field. Uni-Norths appealing for a penalty. James Morris obliges. Not releasing the tackled player is his call.
Yeah, tackler assist there. Took the ball to ground and then didn't release him like the laws say you have to do. So another shot coming up for Jordan Thompson.
From a very similar spot to his last penalty, in fact. You look to edge Uni-Norths 3 points closer to Royals. It's a really good crowd here in the Phillip Oval grandstand, Luke. It's been a big day of rugby here at Phillip Oval. It was the Junior Rugby Gala Day this morning. Are You OK Day as well, as we mentioned a few times, and just good to see the whole grandstand full. Yeah,
it's a great day. Obviously, Are You OK Day is a big thing for the club, and also have our juniors here. Just have the whole club, from under 7s right through to where those guys want to be playing in first grade. It's just a really great day.
Solid win in second grade for Royals, 36-19. Uni-Norths got up in the women's game. I did notice over on the far side. I don't have a score, unfortunately, at this stage, but I did see the Uni-Norths girls over there singing their song. Yeah,
they're a very quality side, the Uni-Norths girls team, grand finalists from last year.
Thompson hits this penalty very well. Flags are up again. It does narrow that score. 7 points to 6 now. Still in favour of the home side. Royals leading here in the Hahn Superdry match of the round. Brett McKay with you. Luke Fisher here at Phillip Oval. Magnificent blue sky day here in the capital. It's been a bit damp over the last few days, but it's cleared nicely. Warm afternoon in the capital. Let's hope it holds out for the Brumbies and Blues tonight at Canberra Stadium. Look forward to getting out there. And there's a monster hit in centre field. Spills the ball for Royals now, and they're straight back on attack. Jamie Bodman has this. Swain's on his outside. Bodman can't get a ball away. Rolando's there. Keeps coming down this short side. Ball just spills there from Alex Varas. And now Uni-Norths are away again through Callum Richardson.
Just a bit loose there in Royals in the carries. It's surprising.
Yeah, looking to do too much with the turnover ball, I thought. Uni-Norths, what can they do here now? Well, they've dropped it cold on the 22. And we're going to come back to the original knock-on.
Yeah, that's a fairly decent advantage there from James.
Yeah, 3 phases is a generous advantage, I think we can say.
Uni did not make a metre of ground, though. He's literally come straight across the field.
Yeah, it has come sideways to where that original knock-on was.
And I think Uni have made their intent pretty clear today. 2 times they've been inside the Royals. Half have come away with points. So they obviously want to make sure that scoreboard stays pretty close in contact.
Norths to pack down 15 in from touch on their 22 in the grandstand shadow here at Phillip Oval, as you can see. Hamish Dawson was ready to feed, but the ball didn't quite go in right. Ball never in fact got in. The front rows went down.
Yeah, straight down off the hit there. Obviously, with big Ryan Kotluski, the Canadian national, packing down from the tight head side there, I think it's going to be a good scrum battle today.
Sam von Blankensee, the big Royals lock, he's a big unit as well, the big number 4.
Yeah, and I think the scary thing is he's only about 19 or 20 years
really?
old, so he's still got to fill out yet.
Wow, he's going to be a big boy when he grows up. Uni-Norths have this, working their way off their own line. It's a good carry. This makes 5 metres in contact. It's Dennis Waite, I think that was, in the outside centre.
Big contact from Rory Scott there.
Yeah, on Willow Axelson. Dawson has this with the box kick over the top. Lincoln Smith is back there to clean up. This might beat him into touch, does it? He goes quickly though. Johnson's there. So is Pedro Rolando. He's got Seth going on his outside. Craig McMahon there as well. Going. Gets a good offload away to Pedro Rolando. Still going here through the middle. Our Royals edging closer and closer to halfway. Good strong carry, edging closer and closer to halfway there. Johnson. Can he find a little bit of space? He is the Royals captain, gets it away, gets a good offload to Pedro Rolando. Can he finish this off, the Royals scrum half? Seth Going is there and he'll finish this one off. Seth Going scores in his 50th first grade game. They're pretty happy with that one, Luke.
Me, oh my, I like that. Yes, I do.
With good reason too. Great work it was.
Great support play there from Royals, and obviously results in the try to Seth Going in his 50th first grade cap for Royals. Just great, obviously, off the work ball from Seth to get into a position to back up Pedro there.
It was a great initial bust from Ben Johnson, it was, and just good support play across the board from Royals. Whenever they went into contact, it was always there with a support runner, and that's a really well-worked try from only just inside halfway as well.
Yeah, I think, BJ just sort of pinned the ears back through that line. He's a hard guy to tackle when he just comes at you flat out. And, yeah, the support play then, it was on that far left-hand side of the field and from Royals' perspective, and, ends up scoring on this right 15-metre mark.
I think we forget sometimes just how evasive Ben Johnson can be. He's still got a bit of speed about him, obviously, and Pedro Rolando nails this conversion from out wide. 14 points to 6, Royals leading Uni-Norths. And I've got to say, Uni-Norths are not an 8-point worst team at the moment. This is a really, really enthralling contest.
Yeah, as I said, I think Royals have sort of taken, gone up there to the Uni-Norths side of the field twice and come away with 7 points, and Uni-Norths have come down the field and gone away with 6. So, yeah, I think it's been a very even contest.
Absolutely it has, yeah, definitely has. Uni-Norths would like to hold on to a little bit more ball, I think. It's probably their only complaint at the moment. Royals certainly making a play for it. Oh, this restart from Thompson was very nearly Byron Hollingworth-Descent over there on the far side who got through. Ball just dipped on Ben Johnson from the restart there, and Hollingworth-Descent was there on the spot.
It was a great kick over the top of that man we spoke about before, Sam von Blackensee's head, so he's done well to do that for starters. And then, yeah, great chase from Byron Hollingworth there. Just couldn't quite get there in time to catch it.
Making a good fist of his time on the right wing for Uni-Norths. He's joined the Owls from West in the pre-season. Spent some time in the Brumbies Runners program as well. Again, another young player coming through the pathways, which is good to see. Yeah, no, he's definitely got a yard of pace about him. He's got more than a yard of pace. Don't worry about that. If he gets going in some space today, we'll have to keep an eye on him. This scrum from Royals marching upfield. It's made a good 5 metres and has scrum advantage now. Johnston has this. He'll get a kick away and they'll take that advantage in the end. Good work from the Royal scrum. Certainly feels like they've established a pretty handy ascendancy already. Yeah, so far you'd definitely be giving the scrum points to Royals. I think just about every scrum's sort of edged forwards from Royals. Just some great work up front there by Sione Mau-Sudatai and Ryan Kotluski. Johnson will step up here and try and find touch over there on the eastern side of Phillip Oval, the Canberra Hospital side, the cricket pitch side of the ground. Oval in wonderful nick, I've got to say, Luke, for the first week of of May. It's getting plenty of action with the Woden Rams playing here as well in the Canberra Raiders Cup, and have had a big cricket season here as well. So a bit of rain on Thursday night has freshened things up nicely.
Yeah, the ground's in great nick at the moment. We'd love to play here down in Phillippa early in the season, but come June we'll see how we're going.
Yeah, it was always good runs on this grandstand side late in February in the cricket season. I can tell you that as McMahon gets Royals underway here again through Lincoln Smith. Can Seth Going get through on this? Dave Bennett's there to clean up for Uni-Norths. Dave Bennett, great to see him back on the field as well. Finished last season in a knee brace, unfortunately. See the Uni-Norths captain leading well from the front out on the field. McMahon and Johnson have conspired again to get Royals on attack, and this is big. Sione Mao on the far side. It's a great tackle over there from Callum Richardson. Put the big loose head down. This is Craig McMahon now, caught in a little bit of traffic.
I think both players come off second best after that hit.
It's a good tackle from Callum Richardson. Sione Mao's, he got up a bit gingerly after that run. Maybe that was from the run itself rather than the impact. This is Lincoln Smith. Royals had to do well there with the clean out. Uni-Norths had the jump at the breakdown. Good carry there from Varas. Handy player to bring back in on the side of the scrum.
I think the number 10 from Uni's done himself a mischief here with his low focus tackle. I think he's put his head straight into the legs of Alex Varas.
Yeah, Willow Axelson just down on his 22. Alex Varas just had a bit of a look back at him to see he was all right. He asked that very obvious "Are you okay?" question. He's in a bit of trouble.
I think
Willow
he's
Axelson.
out cold.
Yeah, the Uni-Norths trainer is trying to get the attention of James Morris. Ball spilt loose. We're still going here, trying to get the attention of James Morris. McMahon puts this out. Well, the ball doesn't quite go out. We've still got play there on the far side. This is Byron Hollingworth-Descent. Great tackle there from Ben Johnson that absolutely needed to be made.
Yeah, I don't think Sam Von Blackensy's going to chase him down there.
No, definitely not. A penalty to Uni-Norths, and there James Morris has just called time off here now. And it comes back to Willow Axelson, still on his back there on the Uni-Norths 22. And we might have a little bit of a stoppage in play here.
Yeah, he has not moved.
No.
Does not look good for young Willow. Hands are moving though and explaining what's happened, so that's a good sign.
His dad, the Uni-Norths president, universally known around ACT rugby as Axel's, down in the front row of the grandstand, so he'll be looking on like a concerned parent.
Yeah.
And a notable parent looking on today over the second grade game. Luke was the formidable shadow and size of one Glenn Lazarus, looking over his young bloke Hayden, who's packing down pretty well at tight head for your second grade side.
Yeah, no, Hayden had a great day today in second grade. It's his first season of actually playing rugby.
Is that right?
Yeah, well, to my knowledge, yeah, he was training with us last year, but unfortunately had to have a surgery early in pre-season, and that ruled him out for the season. But right. Yeah, no, he's taken a real good fist to it this year. Yeah, no, it's great to see him out here having a run round.
And worth mentioning that Glenn Lazarus himself is still in pretty good nick after a fairly lengthy and storied career with the Raiders, the Brisbane Broncos, the Melbourne Storm, of course. Won premierships with all of them.
Yeah, you definitely take his career again, wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely. Certainly take his lineage. You guys are going to be well sorted up front this year.
Yeah.
Need to mention Michael Andrew Copsey, your reserve hooker, was going to sit on the bench for first grade today, but made a break down the grandstand side in second grade late in the game, and he pulled up rather quickly, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he's done his hammy, Copsey, so that's unfortunate for him. I didn't know the big fella could run that fast.
Well, his hamstrings would argue that he can't because he pulled up in a real hurry, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he didn't. He was also quick to hop off the field.
He was.
And got the eye straight onto it.
The old sniper on the hill got him.
Yeah, good to see.
Pulled him down straight away.
Good to see Axel sitting up here.
Yeah, it is. It is. Good to see the trainers from Royals out there just giving the Uni-Norths guys a hand as well. But Willow Axelson will come off the field undoubtedly.
I think the replacement's already been made.
Yeah, I think this might be young Declan Tancred, I think, in number 20. Willow Axelson just making his way from the ground here now. 14 points to 6, Royals leading Uni-Norths in the Hahn Superdry match of the round here at Phillip Oval. And I'll take this little moment to thank our competition partners for 2019 again, Griffin Legal, who are of course the John Dent Cup naming rights sponsor. Hahn Superdry bring you the match of the round today and every week. And we'll thank also Rourke Projects, TrueFit and Hill, PTP, McDonald's ACT, O'Neill's and Poplars. You're watching the Hahn Superdry match of the round on Brumbies Rugby's live streaming partner, Bar TV Sports. Brett McKay with you at Phillip Oval with Luke Fisher. It's great to be bringing you all the action once again. The Royals get straight back onto attack through their line-out drive, although it falls over at the first hurdle. Sione Mau picks up from the back, makes a metre or two sideways. Orlando is there. This is McMahon, comes wide to Swain. There's mob there in centre field. Dennis Waite, the outside centre for Uni-Norths. Great carry here from Rory Scott. He's been held up in contact, does well to get down onto the ground. Orlando finds Von Blankensee, who gets a good offload back to the number 9. Gets a great ball out wide to Sione Mau, who gets a great little hand off to Jason Swain. Picked up nicely there by Sutatai. Orlando there, he's got a lot of bodies out there on that blind side. McMahon goes to the line. Doesn't use any of those support bodies there with him. Orlando is there. It's Uni-North's defence is under pressure again as Sione Mau heads it to the line. Is he there, the big fella? We get a pick and drive from Rory Scott. He's hurdled back as well. Great defence here so far from Uni-Norths. We're going to come back to that original penalty.
Courageous line there from Rory Scott, but equally well defended there by Uni-Norths.
Really strong tackle it was on the young Royals number 8. I thought he was through for sure. I thought Sione Mau was through for sure. There's been some big defence on the big loose head.
Yeah, big Sione, he finds a little bit of extra pace around the try line.
As all good props do, Luke.
Yeah,
as all good props do.
Certainly do. It's not very often we find ourselves within that shot range. So,
no, you tee up all the speed you could manage, no doubt. So, attacking opportunity here now for Royals. Again, Swain in centre field. He's got Lincoln Smith just directly behind him. Ben Johnson is just on the inside of Craig McMahon's left there, behind the scrum.
So Royals will be looking for a right-hand scrum here.
It's a big call, Luke, with everyone stacked out to the right. But that's why we pay you the big bucks, to be the expert commentator on the Hahn Superdry match of the round.
Look, sometimes the simple things need to be said.
And I'd encourage you to keep saying them. Great to have you back in commentary in 2019. You must have done 4 or 5 games last year. It was quite enjoyable coming out to Phillip and spending the afternoon with you.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can have 4 or 5 more. It must mean we're in pretty good form, so we'd like to continue.
Well, I'll consider that message passed up the line. We'll see how we end up. Big scrum here now from Royals. I've got this one going forward already. Been controlled at the back nicely. Scott picks it up for Pedro Orlando. It's a good inside line there for Jamie Bodman. We're going to come back to the penalty again. Royals lifting in the scrum.
No, it's going against Uni-Norths there. I think their front rows come down rather than risk the big shove from Royals.
Yeah, I've said Royals are lifting there, and I'm looking at James Morris pointing at Royals. My apologies to Royals fans watching around the great wide world webs. Another attacking opportunity. They'll certainly fancy the chances here again. Royals, scrum's been going well for the first half an hour or so of this game. Similar sort of a line up in attack out here to this open side. Johnson again on the inside of Craig McMahon. Jamie Bodman just to his immediate right. Lincoln Smith just stationed in midfield with Jason Swain. The forwards might say, we'll hold on to this. Rory Scott's got this at the back. Ball's got away from him. He's picked it up and he's hit back in defence there by Dave Bennett, the Uni-Norths captain. Ball comes wide here to Bodman. Swain has this now. Finds Lincoln Smith, who steps off his right. Works his way back into contact. Rolando's there for Royals. Comes down this closed side through Bodman. Can he get an offload away? He might not need to. Seth Goings there for the clean out. About a metre short. Rolando has a go himself, and Rolando will score.
I think Pedro's done there what maybe Jamie Bodman could have done and reached over and placed the ball past the try line, but unselfish there from Bodo. And again, really sharp work there from Pedro. Obviously had Alex Varas running a really hard line that would have had the defence eyes up on him, and just again that sneaky halfback just scoots past.
I'd love to know how close Jamie Bodman got there, because he was looking for the offload and then suddenly realised he didn't need it, but Uni-Norths defence was up to it.
Yeah, brought him down just short, I believe. And yeah, like I said, Jamie did really well there to recycle. I know myself, I've been in situations where you're like, do I reach out here and turn the ball over, going for the glory play? But no, well done there by James Bodman. And again, Pedro's just Johnny on the spot.
It's that very similar to play to what Reds hooker Brendan Pangaromosa found himself in last night. Just went one shove too far off the ground with his knees down. Rolando's conversion attempt. He's a little bit closer to the sideline this time. Hits it well. Bring it around. No, just hooks it outside in the end. So 19 points to 6. Score remains. I'd say we've got about 5 or 6 minutes left in this first half.
Yeah.
We don't have a timer here at Phillip Oval. It's the only downfall that we have here. We're relying on length of shadows and our own guesswork, aren't we?
Yeah, it just has the excitement of the game.
See how good we are on the concept of time. Ben Johnson over there on the far side. He's only had his jumper ripped up over his head. He's done well to stay in touch. There's another Uni-Norths player down here. We'll keep an eye on that too. He doesn't look in a very good way either.
No, he hasn't moved at all.
He's got a trainer over there now. Play goes on this grandstand side. Ball's going to go into touch there in front of Josh Reese, and we might have some time off over here. Ben Johnson's trying to get James Morris' attention. So we've got another situation. That's Byron Hollingworth-Desson is the player down there, number 14. James Morris is just going to make his way over there and see what we're up to. Some other games going on around town today. Luke, East playing West over at Griffith Oval. Tuggeranong playing Queanbeyan. Can try and give you some score updates here if the Rugby Explorer app will update for me. The Rugby Explorer app is a fantastic addition. Absolutely worth getting your hands on. You can get real-time scores. You can get the latest teams and team news for Super Rugby and all the other comps going on around Australia as well.
Yeah, no, it's been a great initiative from Rugby Australia, and you can follow any competition across the country.
Exactly right. Feeds directly into the game management software that the teams use. So whenever you guys update your team lists, it's automatically updated on the app as well. So some progress scores I can tell you now. The app is actually updated on my phone. West 27 leading East 10 over at Griffith, and Queanbeyan 12 leading Tuggeranong 0 down at Viking Park. So we'll keep you up to date on those scores as the afternoon goes on. The Griffin League or John I. Dent Cup. Uni-Norths trainers just seeking a little bit more assistance. We've got a stretcher coming onto the field here now for Byron Hollingworth-Desson. Royals are just going through a few little drills here, just passing the ball around amongst themselves just to try and keep a bit of warmth into them. Yeah, I would imagine Uni-Norths will start doing the same thing very shortly.
Yeah, with two big delayed breaks in play, it's a bit frustrating as a player. The energy of the game sort of lifts out of it. You go a bit cold, and it can take a little bit to get back into the game.
Yeah, and it certainly looks as though that this break in play is going to be a little bit longer than the one we had just a few moments ago for Willow Axelson. But Byron Hollingworth-Desson still has not moved at this point.
Looks like James is coming over to talk to the coaching staff.
And I wonder whether that might mean that we're going to have to look at a fairly major break in play. Or we may even be going to half-time early, I suspect, here. Just judging by the way Wayne Southwell, the Royals coach, walking away here now. One of the other assistant referee looks like he might be running over to have a chat with Uni-Norths. We'll keep an eye on this now. Uni-Norths players. Right. So the suggestion here is that we might be moving across to the far side of the field. We might be moving over to the number 2 ground. So this is obviously going to be a fairly major injury for Byron Hollingworth Descent. We had a similar situation happen down in Tuggeranong last year, Luke, from memory. We had to move over to the number 2 field.
Yeah, it's not an unseen thing across the ACT competition. Unfortunately, these major injuries do happen from time to time, and luckily, here at Phillip and most of the grounds around Canberra, we have the second oval available. Means the game doesn't call off, but Uni-Norths are already heading over to that second field.
That's it. So we'll do our best to try and keep bringing you the action. We're obviously going to be the best part of 80 metres away from the sideline on the grandstand side here. So we'll do our absolute best here to try and bring you the action. We've still got around about, I'd say, maybe 3 or 4 minutes of this first half to play. Phillip Oval Grandstand is now emptying as people move over to the number 2 field, which might additionally make things interesting for us if they all stand on this near side touchline like I suspect they will.
Yeah, I think we're going to be struggling to see probably that 15-metre channel.
So we're getting an update on the PA here. I was going to listen into that, but it's actually just the raffle being drawn here at Phillip Oval, so we might not pause for that. The canteen downstairs from us is doing a roaring trade as everyone stacks up before they go over to the number 2 field.
I think people will be buying everything in lots of 2.
Yeah, that's right. So we will do our best to bring you the action from a distance. It is indeed going to test our eyesight, as a few people observed to Luke as they make their way down the grandstand here. We'll I suspect we may well have
second winner is Will Morrison.
Have some additional medical help coming the way of Byron Hollingworth Descent.
Raffle going on around the crowd.
Yeah, there is. Well received. Well received. So Uni-Norths 19 leading, sorry, my beg your pardon, Royals 19 leading Uni-Norths 6. Just before half-time here at Phillip Oval in the Hahn Superdry match of the round. We've had tries so far, 2 tries in fact to Pedro Orlando, a try to Seth going as well in his 50th first grade game for Royals. For Uni-Norths, it's been 2 penalty goals for Jordan Thompson, and that's the 19 points to 6 scoreline we currently have. Play is back underway on the number 2 oval on the far side here now. Uni-Norths working their way back toward their 10-metre line through Jordan Thompson. It's a good run from the fullback, brought down just inside the Royals half now. Uni-Norths working their way into an attacking position here now. Dawson's at the back. They go wide through the set of channels there. It's a good carry up the middle.
It'll be interesting to see if the change of field has a change in tactics from the teams. That second field is a lot narrower than this main field here at Phillip. So it'll be interesting to see if the teams try to spread the ball as much this time around.
Yeah, they might be a little bit put off by the dimensions here. Uni-North's pick and drive is working well. Already I can tell you, Luke, that it's harder to see those numbers over there than I expected it to be. I've just reached for the binoculars. James Morris has blown a penalty.
Yeah, I believe it was not releasing on Royals there.
It was. So I don't think there's much point in Jordan Thompson having another shot at penalty.
The only question will be if it's right on half-time.
It can't be much to go. That's certainly the case.
Playing the corner.
Looks like he's going to kick for the corner. Kicking from around about middle of the field. Certainly got a big kick on him, Jordan Thompson. He finds touch over there on the far side. That ball's in the trees.
Yeah, it's going to be a nightmare for our ball kids. They're going to be over into that channel, I think.
I've seen a few cricket balls go into those trees over there. I haven't seen too many rugby balls go in there, I have to admit.
I haven't been down here watching the mighty third graders play.
So Uni-Norths, can they find the try line before half-time here? Down 19 points to 6. Line out is working well so far. Come wide through Thompson. Good carry up through the middle channels there. It's Callum Richardson, I think it is, in centre field. Royals defence is up to this at the moment. Has there been a turnover? No, Uni-Norths are there. They've got the clean out. Dawson with a big carry there. It's Isalev Farr, the prop. Dave Bennett's there at scrum half. Goes to the pick and drive himself. The Uni-Norths captain gets through the first tackle. Ball's gone down there. We're going to come back to a penalty. Can only be
Incorrect entry.
in from the side is the call there. In from the side is the indication there from James Morris. Thompson's going to kick for the line again. Over to the far side. Finds touch. Ball's in the trees again over the fence. You're right, the ball kids are going to absolutely earn their pie and coke this afternoon.
They certainly will. Might need a couple more of them as well.
There might need to be a few teams of ball kids over there, I think. One outside the fence and one inside. I think we're actually waiting for a ball now. I think there's actually 2 balls over that fence.
And they're probably the 2 match balls that we have.
We're waiting for another ball. Have any of you kids over there got a ball?
And it looks like that fence might have been locked up as well following the third grade game. Oh, following the women's game, sorry. And the ball kids can't get out there to get the balls.
Well, we've had everything today in the hard Super Dry matches around. This is the joys of club rugby, of course. A ball has just been kicked on.
It's a yellow ball.
It's a very, very bright yellow ball, which will be fine when Uni-Norths are in possession, not so much when Royals in their yellow and black Are You OK Day strip have possession. But anyway, we're back underway with a new ball taken well there at the top by Uni-Norths. And they get this line out drive going. No, they can't. Line out throw not straight is the indication there from James Morris. So it'll be a Royals scrum feed. It's going to be about 18 metres off their own line, about 15 metres in from touch, give or take 5 or 6 metres. This game has moved over to the number 2 oval here at Phillip Oval. We're still stationed in the grandstand here, which means that we are probably 150 metres away from the action here at the moment, Luke. We're doing our best.
It's on the far side of the far field, so
it's a long way away, that's for sure. Ball goes in here for Royals. Closing stages of this first half. They lead 19 points to 6 in the Hahn Superdry match of the round. Working their way off their own line. That was Bodman, who's gone high into contact, does well to get down. Lando is there. Ball's back for Ben Johnson, who'll get a good kick downfield. Seth Going is there to chase it. Taken well there by Tancred, I think it is, the replacement player. The flag is up there.
Well spotted, because I've got no idea what's going on this near side.
I just saw number 20 in the gap between the people, and already I'm going to apologise to Josh Reese's family and friends if they're watching from around the World Wide Webs, because if he makes a break down this left-hand side in the number 11 jersey, we're not going to see a lot of it. The scrum's going down. You can probably see on your picture there, there's just a large gathering of people there. There's a scrum in front of that, believe it or not.
Yeah, there's a gaggle of heads at the moment.
So, roughly where that gentleman standing in the high-vis T-shirt, that's where the scrum is in your picture right now. Ball's going to go in. It's on the Royals 22. Rolando feeds. Royal scrum is going forward. We've got penalty advantage from James Morris now, and he blows that penalty. They go quick here, Royals. Rolando goes wide to Bodman. He goes equally wide there to Lincoln Smith, who finds Ben Johnson over on the far side. of Phillip Oval number 2 now. Rolando comes back to the open side. Oh, that's a massive hit.
I think it might be on young Rory Scott.
It might be on Rory Scott as well. Uni-Norths defence has seen him coming and lined him up, and he's been penalised now, Rory Scott. Well, I'm not surprised he didn't have time to release the ball. He didn't have time to see the tackle coming, let alone releasing it.
I think it's actually incorrect entry on his
Is it
support
really?
player.
Oh, wow.
So poor bugger gets belted and then his team lets him down.
Oh, rugby.
But he has jumped straight back to his feet, so he's no signs.
Just an update on Byron Hollingworth Descent. Ambulance has arrived here in the foreground. That may well come into picture as this play gets to the northern end of number 2 oval here at Phillip. Royals 19, leading Uni-Norths 6. Late in the first half here at Phillip Oval, that line-out throw isn't the straightest I've ever seen, but it's been allowed to play on for Uni-Norths. Looking to mount another attacking raid here. Thompson playing a lot of first receiver all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's played a fair bit of football at first receiver when he was coming up through the grades at Uni-Norths. I know I've played a few games against him at 10 for second grade.
And they've got a penalty here, Uni-Norths. I'm sure Jordan Thompson played fly half for the first half of last year before... I'm trying to think who it was that came in the late part of the season.
Axel?
No, I don't think it was. His name's escaped me. He's gone back up to Sydney. But I can't think of who it is. My apologies to Uni-Norths fans. I'll blame the distance to the action that we're from.
Does funny things to the memory.
It does, it really does. It affects you in funny ways. It's another line-out throw to Uni-Norths on the far side. Taken well there at the front by Jay Atkins, the number 8. They can't get their line-out drive going either, Uni-Norths. Dawson has it there. It's Thompson again at first receiver. It's a good outside line there from Dennis Waite. He's got this ball going forward. They're only a metre or two short all of a sudden. And they're over the line to try, in fact, to Uni-Norths. Yeah. Well, they managed to get that maul going better than we gave them credit for, and it's a try to Uni-Norths.
Yeah, it's hard from this distance to work out what happened. I thought Sam Von Blackensee had the ball well and truly wrapped up there, and obviously split it away from the main carry, and they've just drived over. Well constructed there by Uni-Norths, back on that inside channel.
That's the score, 19 points to 11 late in the first half. A try to Uni-Norths. We'll try and update you on who it was that scored that. Jordan Thompson appears to have been given the try on the game management system. This is the joys of the Rugby Explorer app. They've updated that nicely for us.
He certainly was the one who carried the ball back in on that inside line, so I guess he's just bounced out of the original tackle where the maul looked like it formed.
So Thompson will look to convert his own try. I would have to guess that this is, and judging by the way the two teams are coming to the sideline, this will be the last play of the first half. Thompson's conversion is 5 or 10 in from touch, about 25 metres back in the end. Hoping to make this 19 points to 13, which Uni-Norths will absolutely take at half-time. Conversion is up. Flags are up as well. It's a great nice kick from Jordan Thompson. James Morris blows half-time here at Phillip Oval. And we might make a few little adjustments here and bring you all the second half action after a short break here on the Hunt Superdry Match of the Round. Welcome back here to Phillip Oval, the Hahn Superdry match of the round, where Royals 19 leading Uni-Norths 13. Brett McKay with you for Bar TV Sports with Luke Fisher alongside me. And Luke, we're going to move back to the number one oval here at Phillip for the second half. The ambulance is about to take Byron Hollingworth Descent off to the to hospital, which is a good sign.
Yeah,
everyone's making their way back to the grandstands.
Great to see him up and off the ground for Byron there. It was a rather innocuous incident that seen him go down, but he certainly didn't move, and it was great that the medical staff definitely got to him straight away.
I can tell you also that Willow Axelson is okay downstairs. Just talking to the Uni-Norths guys just in the break there. He's up and talking and all good downstairs. Won't play any further part in this game, obviously, but it's good to know that Willow Axelson is okay. Warm applause here at the Phillip Oval grandstand for Byron Hollingworth Descent, just being taken from Phillip Oval here by the paramedics, and will be back underway in the second half. Some quick halftime scores from around the other grounds can tell you West 32 leading East 15, and Tuggeranong have hit back down at Viking Park. They lead Queanbeyan 14 points to 12 as James Morris gets us back underway in the second half of the Hahn Superdry match of the round. Royals 19 leading Uni-Norths 13 here. First Bob Hitchcock Territory Shield defence of 2019. And Royals, they're looking to work their way out of their own 22 now for the first time in the second half. Johnson gets a good kick away, the Royals captain. This is Declan Tancred, the young replacement player. Came on for Willow Axelson in the first half. Here we've had two major breaks in play so far in this game. It's a forward pass back on the inside there. Well called there by James Morris, and a good portion of the Phillip Oval grandstand here. Yeah,
the delay in the call, you sometimes wonder, was that a crowd call? But
it might have been. Certainly had plenty of assistance from the grandstand here.
Yeah, so look, I think Royals will definitely look to take advantage of this scrum, every scrum opportunity they get this second half. They've been definitely the dominant side at scrum time.
Definitely have. Want to give plenty of credit to both sides here, Royals and Uni-Norths, for the way they've gone about this first half. Moved over to the second ground while we obviously couldn't go on in that whilst Byron Hollingworth Descent was getting some attention. Everyone's quickly moved over there. Everyone's quickly moved back in the half-time break, Luke. It's all been pretty seamless and pretty easy, and ultimately we're still able to play some rugby. But all the right measures have been taken. A really good scrum from Uni-Norths, you're right.
And then a flanker goes away for not staying down.
But, well done to both Royals and Uni-Norths for just being a little bit pragmatic when the time required, I think.
Yeah, I think obviously when they have those big breaks in play, it can affect you as a player just in terms of your concentration in the game. Both sides responded really well.
They definitely have done that. It's been good to see. Johnson will look to find touch here in the lengthening shadows of Phillip Oval. Oh, he has just done by a metre or so. Tell you what, off the boot, I wasn't confident that ball was going to go into touch at all.
Yeah, I think
Tancred had the same thoughts down there.
I think if Tancred was probably a metre or two deeper, he could have taken that on the full. And
he was 6 inches taller too. I reckon he could have had a shot at it as well. So Uni-Norths, Royals, I beg your pardon, big attacking line out here. Taken well at the back.
Hugh Cowan.
Well, Hugh Cowan, really good carry there from Alex Veras. Rolando trying to work his carriers out. This is Von Blankensee. He's met well by the Uni-Norths defenders. They've met the big lock pretty well all day today, it's got to be said. McMahon goes wide here. Good inside ball to Johnson from Jason Swain. Jamie Bodman, I beg your pardon. This is Sione Mao with a big carry. He's going to be brought down only a metre short in the end. He could have twisted around and got there. This is Tai, the hooker. Rolando with a good short ball there for Jamie Bodman to score. It's great work there from the Royals, number 9.
Very nice work there from Pedro. Just drifted across a little bit, made the defence bite on him. Obviously, after those two earlier tries where he's scooped and just gone over himself and put Jamie Bodman into a very, very lovely hole.
Great try to Jamie Bodman, who picked up the Truefit and Hill and PTP prize pack there a few weeks ago as the player of the match from the round 3 Hahn Superdry match of the round. I think it was against East, the winner of East.
Yeah, he was a sore man that day. He tackled his heart out.
Certainly did. 24 points to 13. Royals now up. Rolando with a conversion attempt. Again, in a very similar position to where his first couple of conversions have been up the opposite end, obviously. Angle's very, very similar.
Yeah. I think one thing from the Royals' style of play is I think Craig McMahon brought the team together on one of the Jordan Thompson penalty goals, and I think he's probably said to them about the loose carries. Now that Royals are controlling their own possession a bit, they are certainly starting to put their foot forward as the better team out there today.
Rolando's conversion is good. 26 points to 13 now the score. And I said it earlier on that it didn't feel like Uni-Norths were an 8-point team worse at the time, and it was only 14-6. But all of a sudden, 26 points to 13. Royals have got this game well in control. Uni-Norths have got to they've got to do their absolute best to get their hands on the ball. It feels like they haven't had the ball for the last 20 minutes or so.
Besides that sort of little bit of a patch they had
just before half time,
they probably the last 25 minutes I would reckon would be all Royals. Haven't
had much of the possession at this point in time. They've got a line-out throw here now, though. And we've still obviously got a shortage of match balls around because we're waiting for that ball to come back from whence it was kicked. Which means we obviously haven't found a key to the gate on the far side over there to get those two out of the creek that are still over there.
We might have to get someone onto that, you know.
I can actually see that one of the ball boys here on the grandstand side has got another ball here, so we're at least back to 2.
Nice steal there from Rory Scott again.
Royals. This is
well done, Seth going.
In a little bit of space. Already scored a try in his 50th first grade game for Royals. This pass is in front of McMahon. Alex Veras has done really well to clean up here. He's just inside his half. Rolando looking for runners on the grandstand side here. This is Rory Scott. He's been prominent in the ball carrying all day today, the young number 8. Rolando finds Suatatai.
Strong carry there from Suter.
McMahon with the little kick. It's the inverted spiral off the inside of the instep of the boot it was. Tancred is back there for Uni-Norths. He gets a good little clearance over to the wicket square.
Net gain there for Royals, but one thing Craig McMahon is not known for is his pretty kicks.
Well, that was... he's managed to kick that with leg break. I don't quite know how you do that with a football, but he's done it.
Just how it comes off the shin sometimes.
It's just experience. When you play as much rugby as Craig McMahon has, you can do pretty well anything with the ball, I suppose. Good line out throw at the back, taken really well there by Hugh Cowan. That ball spiralled in the air, it has to be said. That's a big tackle on Jason Swain from the Uni-Norths defenders.
Well cleared out of that ruck by Pedro. Uni-Norths were definitely going forward.
Did really well. Sione Mao with a big carry. Uni-North's defence has been really good here. Johnson's in a little bit of space on the grandstand side here. Can he get shuffled into touch here where the ball will be?
Yeah,
Uni-North's defence has really stepped up in this last minute or two. Luke, with all of a sudden, Royals haven't had it all their way in attack.
The defence has been great all day, to be honest. I think that the few tries that they had have just been a little momentary sleeps of ruck defence on the try line, which is one of the hardest areas on the field to defend. Other than that, they've been defending really good, and they've actually been putting a lot of shots on.
Certainly have. Lynch gets a good throw in to Jay Atkins, the number 8. This is a good, strong carry. That'll be Phil Ferreira, I think it is, the blindside flanker. Man of many positions last year, Phil Ferreira. Working their way out of their own 22. About 30 out now. Uni-Norths off their own line. Ball went loose there on the far side. Josh Reese picked it up, but just drifted forward is the call from James Morris.
Yeah, opened up there for Uni-Norths. James Bodman sort of drifted and jammed in there on the defence to open up a 3-on-2, but James Bodman recovered well in cover defence to shut it down.
Pressure on the pass, just drifted forward there. East have hit back in their game against West over at Griffith Oval. Brought the margin back to 10 points, 32-22. West's leading East over there at Griffith Oval. Tuggeranong 14 still leading Queanbeyan 12 down at Viking Park. Progress scores in Griffin Legal John Dent Cup action around Canberra this afternoon. Brett McKay with you on the Hahn Superdrive match of the round. I'm with Luke Fisher from Royals, and it's been an enjoyable game so far, Luke. Are you okay day? Big day for the Royals club. They're well on top in this one.
Yeah, no, it's a great day for the club. AUK obviously is a cause close to our heart. Obviously a former player of ours, Brendan Maher, was the former CEO of AUK. He's now moved on to Movember. But yeah, no, it's good to see that tie remains with AUK. It's a great cause, and obviously one we want to continue to shine a light on, obviously in our 70th year, which I've forgotten to mention.
Which I in fact mentioned a couple of weeks ago with the new strip that you guys are wearing this year, the white V on the royal blue jersey. It's a throwback to the original 1949 jersey, is that right?
Yeah, it certainly is. And normally you'd have a sort of separate jersey from your first grade side to the rest of your club, but as a club we've committed to all grades wearing that jersey.
That's great. Good to see.
Celebrate the 70th year.
Penalty advantage here now for Royals, but this scrum, Rory Scott picks up at the back. Rolando comes wide to the try scorer, Jamie Bodman. He's brought down his tracks. Keep coming wide here through Alex Veras. Uni-Norths defence is still good, though. They're not making ground forwards. Royals, they're having to go sideways. It's a big, strong carry from Ryan Kotluski, the tight head prop. McMahon comes to this near side. Rory Scott can't get his arms away.
Great line, though, Rory.
Really good run. Young number 8. He's been impressive in these first 5 rounds of Griffin Legal John Dent Cup in 2019.
I'm very impressed here with the Uni-Norths discipline in defence. They're not giving away any easy penalties.
Royals have lost 5 metres in all this. They've had the ball for 6 or 7 phases here now.
Massively offside. He's got away with it. Nope.
No, penalty advantage here again to Uni-Norths. Rolando is there, just playing the patient game here at the moment. McMahon comes wide to Veras. He's taken well there. Might be a couple of replacement players there for Uni-Norths now. What can Royals do here now? It's a good carry from Jack Farrell. Gets a good ball over the top. They come back to into centre field.
Yeah, Jack Farrell hasn't had a lot of the ball today, but one of the things to watch out for is his foot movement sideways. His lateral speed sideways is one of his best assets.
It was really good a couple of weeks ago at blindside flank he was. Still on attack here now, Royals. Rolando goes for a snipe himself. Gets a great ball away to Rory Scott. Can the young number 8 get there? He's brought down about 5 out, and he's been penalised now.
And now it's getting a little bit argy-bargy.
Getting a little bit testy all of a sudden here.
Yeah, correct call there from James Morris. Obviously, Rory Scott went to ground there as a tackle player and has to release the ball before getting up and playing it again.
Got up again. Less than legally, it has to be said. Did Rory Scott? I thought he was through then for a minute.
I thought so too, but again,
he was through.
Again, the Uni-Norths cover defence there, they're showing a lot of ticker here indeed.
They definitely are. So Jordan Thompson has this about 3 metres in front of his own line, straight in front of the post. Look to find touch on the far side. And he does so. About 35 out from his own line in the end. Royals still in a decent position here defensively. I think they'll fancy their chances here.
Yeah, they've pinched a couple of line outs here, so I'd say they're definitely going to rate their chances of trying to get another one. They're definitely putting a lot of pressure on.
Lynch to throw it in for Uni-Norths. It's done well.
Well done.
Yeah. Thompson has played a lot of... He's gone into first receiver since Willow Axelson went down in the first half as Jordan Thompson. Hasn't really been able to control it a lot, but this is a nice little break from Tancred. Finds Lynch over there. Josh Reese is there as well.
Yeah, really well done there. Uni-Norths identified that the Royals are keeping their forwards on that blind side.
A good little snipe there from Hamish Dawson, just makes them another 15 metres up through the middle. They're coming wide. It's a good carry here. Callum Richardson gets a good little offload away there as well. That's Jay Atkins, the number 8. Ben Johnson has this now for Royals. Uni-Norths, good work comes undone.
Great work there by Sudatai on the clean.
Jamie Bodman is just down there in the foreground for Royals. He's got himself sorted out now.
Yeah, he puts his body on the line every week, Bodo. He's not the biggest of guys, but he plays like 10 kilos heavier than he is.
Good inside ball from McMahon to Lincoln Smith, who just falls over the defender. McMahon is there in support. Gets a good support ball there to Rory Scott. Seth Going is now in space. He gets a kick in centre field. Can Pedro Orlando win this race to the ball? And the ball is over the top of Pedro Orlando. And that's great desperation in defence.
Yet again,
from Uni-Norths.
You have a look there. There's only one Royals chaser and 3 Unis blokes. That says a lot about a team and how they're going.
Yeah, really does. Really does. So a replacement player, a couple of replacement players here for Royals.
That's a young Harry Quinlan come on the field. I think it's jersey 21, but he'll be probably playing inside centre. And we have Ryan Kotluski in back play also being attended to.
Yeah, we do indeed. Thompson gets us back underway. Ball just being held up in the wind a little bit. Oh, it's a great work there from Jack Farrell. Gets himself in a bit of space from the restart now. Quick ball here for Rolando by the time he gets there. Good ball here to Sutatai, the hooker. Rolando is there for Royals. Jason Swain has this, does well to get out of the way of Dennis Waite, his opposite number.
Yeah, he likes to shoot Dennis Waite a bit.
He's done that a few times today. And Hugh Cowan's lost that one. Going to come back for an offside penalty though.
I think that's the risk you run when you try and get off the line that hard. Referees sometimes don't quite think you might be as quick as you are. You open yourself up for the offside call.
Uni-Norths just starting to stack a few. Just stacking up a few penalties now.
Royals go to the scrum here, obviously look to hammer home that advantage. Provides a nice opportunity for the Royals back line. It's
good attacking opportunity here for Royals, no doubt. Rolando's going to feed this ball about 16 metres out from the Uni-Norths line. About 12 metres in from touch. But again, back line set out to the hospital side here of Phillip Oval. Plenty of space available if they can make use of it. Scrum's been good though. They might like to make some ground there first. They've got it going well. Again, Roy Scott's going to have to pull this up because the scrum's gone virtually 90 degrees there. He does so. He's brought down 6 metres short in it. Rolando there for Royals. Ball spills out the back. McMahon has this. Good little short ball to Johnson, who finds Lincoln Smith in a bit of space. He gets a clear ball to Seth Going and he's dropped it. He had visions of a double in his 50th first grade cap.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Seth stopped looking at that ball once it came out of the hands, and wasn't the best of passes, must be said. It was up above his head, but Seth should be carrying those ones. Another change here for Royals is big Mike Fakava coming on into the second row for Sam Von Blackensee.
Yeah, Mike in number 18. He is a big boy, Sam Von Blankensee.
Yeah. He's up there over the 200 centimetres tall. You don't miss him in a crowd.
No, you definitely don't. Definitely don't. So all of a sudden, Hugh Cowan is now packing down along someone his own height, which isn't insignificant, it needs to be said.
But twice his width. So a different set of challenges there for Hugh in his second row.
Just when he thought he'd solve one problem, he's presented with another one. Uni-Norths under a bit of pressure here. Scrum is straight away under pressure. Royals scrum has been really impressive today.
Well officiated there by James Morris. Would have been easy to throw out a penalty for that.
I thought he was going to ping Royals for going a bit early, but he was satisfied in the end. The Owls doing well to get off their own line. Ball pops out the back. This is Thompson. Dennis Waite gets a bounce pass there to Tancred. He's in a little bit of space. He's still going here. Declan Tancred brought down just short of halfway in the end. Dennis Waite has it. He goes the short side. He's now in Royals territory. Thompson. They go wide through Bennett. This is Josh Reese. Over there on the far side, number 11. The Royals player down behind plate.
Yeah, big Sione Mao put a decent shot on the winger. I think he was just catching his breath.
Royals have done well here to counter ruck. They've got this ball. It's play on Rolando with a little kick.
Very well
into space.
spotted by Quadro.
Spotted the gap in between. And that's a nice net gain for Royals in the end.
Very well spotted there by Peter Rowland.
Sterling Doyle is the replacement player, number 21 there for Uni-Norths. But Josh Ress had carried forward, so there was no one at the back there. Pedro Orlando, as soon as that ball came free, just got the kick. Just got it rolling end over end, didn't he, in the end?
Yeah, and just really pinning Uni-Norths in their territory. I think all the ball they've had in this second half has been sort of inside their 22. So.
It's been an impressive set-piece display from Royal so far. Leading 26 points to 13 in the Hahn Superdry. Match it around here at Phillip Oval, but Uni-Norths have the penalty this time, not rolling away.
On Craig McMahon there. Tried to take the sort of cheeky way back through the ruck. He got caught.
Yeah.
Relieving
experience gives you a lot of things in the game of rugby, but it doesn't make you invisible.
No. Relieving penalty there for Uni-Norths. Obviously with Jordan Thompson's boot, puts him into pretty good field position.
Once again, Royals will probably fancy their chances against this Uni-Norths line-out.
Yeah, our defensive line-out from Royals has gone a bit astray in this second half. I think there's been a bit of lack of effort being put on to the lifts.
But replacement player, this is second-grade hooker, I think it is. Is this Rice Steele? For Uni-Norths in number 2.
Yes.
James Lynch has been wearing number 22. Yeah, Rice Steele it is. In the orange headgear, we're not going to miss him. He's been pretty good though, James Lynch.
Yeah,
for Uni-Norths. He's got around in the thick of things, made plenty of tackles.
Gets around his job. Does James Lynch, sort of one of the more underrated players in this Uni-Norths team, particularly with Dave Bennett's in the type around there.
Yeah.
But I think James Lynch's work's really good.
Not unlike Alex Small up at Gungahlin last weekend. Gets through a mountain of work. Uni-Norths working their way out of their own half now. From Callum Richardson. Busts through the first tackle. Hasn't been able to get rid of... That's Veras, I think it was. Ball's come loose here in defence, has it? Royals have got it. They've done well there through Jason Swain on the counter ruck.
Very sneaky from Jason Swain.
Orlando, may or may not have been a hand in the ruck. But the play on here through Rory Scott in a bit of space now. Can he find Seth going on his outside? Doesn't need him because Lincoln Smith's on his inside. A great try to Canberra Royals here at Phillip Oval.
Yeah, great work by that man. We've called him a lot today, Rory Scott. There is his pace was on show. He just skipped to the outside and away he went. And great support there from Lincoln Smith. That's something you want in all your fullbacks.
Yeah, really good run. You can see the Uni-Norths defenders could see Seth going on the outside, and they had eyes for him and just didn't quite realise that Lincoln Smith was looming up the inside. Just good support play from the young Royals players.
It's definitely been the hallmark from Royals today. It looks like there's another change here. I think Jack Farrell is coming off. We've been carrying a few niggles in this second half, so go rest them up. And young Max Singh is come on in number 20.
Yeah, he's been well involved again. Jack Farrell he's a sizable lad. Probably not your your typical open side flanker, it has to be said.
Yeah, he's a very solid lad, but like I said, his speed of his feet are amazing, and he's really strong over the ball. Probably something we didn't quite see out of him today, but
Pedro Rolando's conversion from in front is good. The score jumps out to 33 points to 13 all of a sudden. And this game's really getting away from Uni-Norths now. We can only have... We must be inside the last 10 minutes, I'd reckon. Luke, I have to admit I've sort of lost track of the general concept of time.
Yeah, it'd be getting close to the final 10 minutes.
Shadows are certainly longer over there. The Uni-Norths side of the Royal side of the field, well and truly in shadow now. Uni-Norths all of a sudden are in the Royals 22 though. What can they mount here? Thompson comes wide, finds Dennis Waite. He's tackled well there by Ben Johnson.
Working hard
before
to
he can get a ball away.
Wing.
Dawson has this. This is Ferreira. It's brought down about 15 short. Dawson goes wide. It's Max Bode. He's lost a metre or two there. Royals' defence is strong at the moment. Dawson goes short again. Finds Jay Atkins, the number 8.
A lot of eyes looking in here on the Royals' defence side.
Certainly a lot of arms pointed inwards as well. Uni-North's happy to go on the pick and drive at the moment, though. They're about 10 short now. Ball's there at the back for Dawson, is it? No, Rolando's got it. But we're going to come back for that original penalty. And was that against Ben Johnson? In the tackle, maybe?
Yeah, high tackle.
Yeah, high tackle, yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those ones you see.
Just sort of grabbed him over the back of the shoulder, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they're describing those ones as seatbelt tackles, and you know they can be pretty nasty. So good to see that the referees are clamping down on them, and that's been a message across the grades, is that they're really looking at those seatbelt tackles.
So Uni-Norths all of a sudden in attacking territory here now. Rice Steele, replacement hooker to throw in. Taken well at the top. They drop straight down to this line-out drive to Uni-Norths. It's splintered though, it's not going forward. Royals have done all right. It's gone to ground now. Hamish Dawson is fishing at the back. Thompson goes wide, finds Dennis Waite, who just goes with the momentum of the tackle, and he's only about a metre or two short now. Dawson keeps going wide to Thompson. A bit of room out there for Declan Tancred. This is Josh Reese, is it in the far side? It's a try over there. Great work
just
to Uni-Norths.
One-on-one there. I think Lincoln Smith was that final defender from Royals. Probably just bit in a little bit too much with Seth trying to make that cover tackle, and just open that little bit of space for the Uni winger, and he does his work there very close to the sideline.
Good reward for Uni-Norths. Yeah, it's felt like they should have had Jordan Thompson scored just before half time, obviously, but it's felt like they should have had more tries than they do. Well, good reward for persistence.
I think that's definitely the first time they've been up in the Royals 22 this half, and they come away with a try. So again, the Uni-Norths performances there, they haven't been able to hold on to much of the ball.
It's certainly been the difference between the two sides in this second half. There was very little between the two teams at half time, but yeah, you're right. They just haven't been able to hold on to the ball for any great lengths of time since the break, Uni-Norths. Yeah,
I think Royals have done a great job to sort of really pin Uni-Norths into their 22, so it means that they've got to look to exit, unfortunately. It's hard to play football out of your 22, especially when you have back row threats like Rory Scott and Jack Farrell and Max Singh on the ball on the Royal side of the ball. They're always looking for turnovers, so it's been sensible footy for them, but just sometimes it doesn't go quite your way.
Thompson's conversion from the sideline there, eastern side of Phillip Oval. He's hit it well. It's going to be long enough. Is it good enough? No, just goes to the left of the upright. Score remains 33 points to 18 in favour of Royals here in the Hahn Superdry match of the round. Some progress scores from around the grounds. The other Griffin Legal John Dent Cup games. West 32 leading East 27. And Tuggeranong 35 leading Queanbeyan 24 down at Viking Park. Sounds like a couple of entertaining games around the rest of round 5 as well, Luke.
Yeah, no, there's some good matchups there as well.
This ball's been touched off Jordan Thompson's boot. Royals back on attack here now. What can they find? Lincoln Smith is always looking for a way through. Ball spills free. Rolando's there. Jinx one way, Jinx the other way, changes his mind again, goes to ground. Swain is there. He's lost the ball at the back. Good defensive ruck work from Uni-Norths.
Great counter up there by the young hooker.
Ball goes back for Royals. We'll come back to the knock-on. All of a sudden it feels like we've had a little bit of a momentum swing here, Luke.
It certainly has. Like I said, Uni are starting to get their possession stats up, and when they've had the ball, they've looked pretty good.
33 points to 18 here at Phillip Oval. In the closing stages of the Hahn Superdry match of the round. It's been a good day for Royals, all up, Luke.
Yeah, I think
wins in second grade and Colts. You got up in third grade, got up in fourth grade as well.
Yeah, got a couple of good results there over the traditional rivals, Tuggeranong in thirds and fourths. Always good to win one over them.
And a big day for the club here at Phillip Oval. Uni-Norths, we think, won the women's game. A penalty now to Uni-Norths from the scrum.
Yeah, Royals did not earn the right to will that scrum.
No.
They didn't come forward first. They just come straight round on this loose head side.
Went a bit sideways early. So Thompson will look to find touch again. He does so just inside the Royals 22. Can they find the line again?
Royals have to sort of dig in here. They don't want to let Uni get a sniff in this. Another try here, and we're down for an exciting finish.
Converted try here almost narrows the gap back to 8 points. They've got to get there first, though, Uni-Norths. Rice Steele with the line out throw. Take it at the front. Dawson has it now. Thompson goes wide through Richardson. Finds Declan Tancred. He's shown a bit since he came on. Josh Reese has been really good over there on the far wing as well. Good defence from from Royals.
Yeah,
penalty to Thompson to Uni-Norths. Thompson goes quick. Thompson's nearly through here for the Owls. Dawson has this. Ferrer with a good offload to Jay Atkins, the number 8. They keep coming quick here through Steele. Smartly holds onto the ball. Rice Steele. Might be something if he got over the line. Slowly far. It's a good carry there from the replacement lock. Hamish Dawson has this ball again. Played a really good patient game. His ball has spilt loose. There's a penalty. It was
offside.
Yeah. Looked like it might have been a hand in the ruck there as well, but he's got Royals for offside.
Yeah, I think on the goal line there, Royals have sort of reached around and hit the hand of the Uni-Norths player, and Uni-Norths go to their line out here for most likely a rolling maul.
Well, their line-out drive will have to perform better than their last attempt. Went to ground a little bit too quickly last time.
Royals have really had strong defence on their on the Uni-Norths maul here, and again
they've had a bit of practice of it in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Well, taking up the front again, Uni-Norths.
Well.
Yeah, it's a better line-out drive. It's going forward this time. Dawson's there, urging his forwards to keep going.
Counters back well here from Royals.
Rice Steele peels off the side. Can he get there? The hooker, he's about a metre short, maybe 2 metres short in the end. Dawson goes short, finds one of his forwards players. They come wide through Thompson. Good inside ball from Callum Richardson to Sterling Doyle, the replacement player. Dawson goes short to Atkins. He's held up by the Royals defenders. Does well to get the ball to the ground. Ferreira. Steele is there. This is Callum Richardson. Sterling Doyle, the replacement player, is over. Try there to number 19. I don't have a name for you. That's the one part of the Royals, the Uni-Norths team list that hasn't updated. But he've scored a really well-worked try in there, Luke.
Yeah, some great hands there down that short side. It's pretty tough to do when, obviously they had the man there, but, tight compact spaces. sometimes those passes can go askew. But yeah, really well done there by Uni-Norths to work that short side and catch Royal short.
33 points to 23 all of a sudden with a kick to come.
And again, this game is just really, it has been a huge momentum swing. Uni-Norths have now had the ball probably for the last 5 or 6 minutes, and they're using it well. Royals need to find something here, try and get a bit of possession back.
Might be Angus Chapman in number 19 is the replacement lock, I think, for Uni-Norths. Did very well. So Thompson's conversion, can he bring this margin back to 8 points? From just inside touch, hits it well, it's goalpost bound, it's straight over the black dot. That's a wonderful kick from Jordan Thompson.
Yeah, it's a tremendous part of his game, Jordan Thompson. His all-round kicking game, whether it be off the tee or out of the hand, strong asset that Uni-Norths like to play off.
33 points to 25. Only minutes to go here at Phillip Oval, and the Hahn Superdry match of the round has been an absolutely enthralling contest, this one. It threatened to get away from Uni-Norths at one point, but they've done really well to get back into this game.
They've done a huge job, Brad. As I said, they've sort of done nothing wrong today. It's just been ebbs and flows of the game in terms of possession. Whoever's had the balls looked pretty good.
Whoever's had the ball has generally scored, is how the game has played out.
Very true.
Uni-Norths with the exit kick does find touch over there on the far side in the face of Rory Scott. It's a good kick in the end from Uni-Norths.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was off the boot of Jordan Thompson, but again, yards are definitely not a thing that he lacks in the kicking department.
Just confirming, Angus Chapman was the try scorer there for Uni-Norths. So 33 points to 25 is the score.
So this is the first time that Royals have now looked to have had the ball for the last 8 or 9 minutes. So
I mentioned that momentum swing earlier.
Let's see if our Royals can control this.
Not exactly the straightest line-out throw we've seen today, and James Morris pulls it up. So Uni-Norths, all of a sudden, they have an opportunity.
No, rightly so. Obviously, that's probably disappointing call at line-out there. Royals have not had the ball, as we've mentioned, for a chunk of period of time here. So you try and want to go to a more safe option, but instead they throw the foot. They are at the back of the line out, and it's not straight, and Uni-Norths right back in this.
Scrum feed about 30 metres out, around about 20 or 15 metres in from touch, Uni-Norths. Jordan Thompson motioning his backs to give him a bit of space. Richardson and Waite there in centre field. Look there, like they're running a flat line. Josh Reese is directly behind Jordan Thompson. Thompson has it now. Goes wide to Richardson. Steps back off his right. Jason Swain was up quickly, and he's all over him for Royals. They keep going short here through Reese. Dave Bennett was around the corner. He's calling for a penalty now. Royals have the advantage, do they? They have the ball as well. And there's a little knock on there in the end.
Yeah, great effort there from Max Singh over the ball. Forced a little knock on by the player on the ground.
A couple of late progress scores in those other Griffin League or John Dent Cup games. Luke, West 44 leading East 27, and Tuggerong 38 leading Queanbeyan 29 at Erindale at Viking Park. That must nearly be full time down those other scores too, given that we've had a few lengthy delays here.
You'd think it'd be very much close to end of the game.
Scores have still been going up, those.
Yeah, true.
Like playing timeless games on the other grounds.
Could be just one of those funny days across all the grounds.
Could well be, yeah, could well be. It's an 8-point ball game here at Phillip Oval. The Hahn Superdry match of the round. Rolando has this. Gets a good ball away to Jamie Bodman. He's just lost the ball in contact though. Royals giving Uni-Norths another attacking opportunity. What can the Owls make of it this time?
Yeah, that's some pretty lazy work there actually from Harry Quinlan. Like you've got to have better control on the ground there.
Bode finds Sterling Doyle. He peels back off the inside of Ben Johnson's tackle. Sione Mao belts Max Bode to the ground as a ball has been touched there Alex Veras, a yellow card has been handed out here now. Luke?
To Sione
To
Mao
Sione
on
Mao.
a
Yep.
shoulder charge. It
It was a heavy tackle on Max Bode.
It was a very lazy shoulder from Sione Mao.
And that just adds yet another intriguing layer to this contest.
Yeah, it's got to be getting close to the dying minutes of the game.
Royals will have to play out this last however many minutes it is with 14 men. We definitely haven't got more than 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, no, I think we're definitely sort of down in the last sort of 3 or 4 minutes of the game.
Max Bode is still down here, Luke. He hasn't really got up from that tackle.
I'm thinking this is more of a knee injury than... And he's up now, but yeah, definitely not putting any weight on that knee.
No, you're right. Well spotted. So we'll have a replacement here for Max Bode. Coming on in number 16 for Uni-Norths. We'll try and get an update on who that replacement player is, but Max Bode has made his way from the ground. He's not looking particularly comfortable either.
No, he's not looking happy. He's one of the good guys of the competition, Max Bode.
Yeah, he is.
Everyone certainly likes him, so hopefully it's nothing too serious for him.
Quality player. We wish him a speedy recovery. Part of the Hahn Superdrive match of the round coverage last year. I don't know that he enjoyed the experience because meant that he wasn't playing. He was injured at the time. He's done well today, though, for the Owls. Royals have done well to repel this early raid from the Uni-Norths line-out drive. They've got it going forward, though, now, the Owls. Dawson at the back appealing for a penalty. I think this maul is still going from Uni-Norths. Royals had done it well. It's gone left and now right again. It's going forward slowly. Ball's on the ground, though, now. Dawson has it. Thompson goes wide now to Callum Richardson. Has Sterling Doyle on his inside. Can't find him. Great
Good
tackle
work,
over the
Matt
top.
Singh.
And we're going to come back to that penalty. Back at the maul.
Pulling it down.
Collapsing is the penalty in the end. Craig McMahon, the last man up there for Royals.
And so we repeat
Thompson
the dance.
Yeah, we rinse and repeat.
Yeah, and Uni-Norths can do anything with this line out. Royals have shown all day that they're not going to contest anything that looks like they're going to do the driving maul on. So I think we might potentially see a different tactic and then throw maybe a little bit further back to where there's not so much heavy artillery.
I've gone to a full line out. Phil Ferreira is standing in the offset.
Still got it too. Ooh. Royals have gone early on that.
Yeah, and they've got it set well here now, Uni-Norths. Can they get it going forward? Edging their way slowly but surely. It's going sideways and gradually forward. Uni-Norths are about 4 metres short now. The back switch sides. Ball comes off. Isaleli Farr picks up. Dawson has this now. They've lost 5 metres. Thompson has a bit of space, but he slips over. Dawson goes open, comes back to the blind side. Ball spilled out there in front of Ben Johnson.
Still on for the short
Uni-Norths
side.
still have this. They go wide through Ferreira. It's a big tackle from Mike Farquhar. Jordan Thompson has this again. What sort of last twist and turn has this game gone?
This is eating valuable time away from Uni-Norths, though.
It does, and I've got to say, Luke, I wonder, for another pulling down penalty from Royals, I wonder if we could be finding our way towards a second yellow card if Royals infringe again.
Potentially, we don't like seeing repeated infringements in this red zone. Luckily for Royals, they've changed up what the infringements have been. But yeah, no, I think we're definitely in danger territory in terms of another yellow card.
Closing minutes here at Phillip Oval. Royals 33 leading Uni-Norths 25. Rice-Deal throws in. It's taken well. Phil Ferreira has it at the back. Royals' initial repelling has been really good. Ball's gone down here. Royals have got it, I think. They do indeed. Pull it down, and that is full-time, James Morris calls. Well, what an enthralling contest this has been, Luke Fisher.
It's had everything. I know we got probably a term that gets bandied around a little bit too much, but this game has had just about everything on show. It's changing of field, unfortunate injuries, one team going out to a good lead, and then and all credit to Uni for what a tremendous comeback it was in that second half of the second half.
And that's the way to put it. The second half of the second half. It's been a real game of momentum swings, this one. 33 points to 25. Royals have beaten Uni-Norths here. They hold on to the Bob Hitchcock Territory Shield for the first time in 2019. We'll quickly run through the try scorers. Pedro Rolando scored 2 before half-time. Seth Going had 1 in his 50th first-grade game. For Uni-Norths, Jordan Thompson had 1 before half-time. And then after the break, it was Jamie Bodman. Lincoln Smith scored for Royals. And then it was Josh Reese and Angus Chapman, the replacement lock, who got us back into this exciting finish here at Phillip Oval. We haven't had a time, Luke, to try and come up with some suggestions for the good people at TrueFit Hall and PTP for who might feature in their Man of the Match discussions this week. I'm going to throw up Rory Scott's name. He's been a fairly obvious contributor for Royals today.
Yeah, I think Rory Scott was the name that comes straight to mind for me. He got through a mountain of work, both defensively and more importantly with the ball.
And Jordan Thompson will have to feature for Uni-Norths as well. He guided the team around the park very well.
Yeah, he did a great job, Jordan, having step up into that fly half roll after Axel's injury.
And best of luck as well to Byron Hollingworth-Desson. I got a text from Michael Axelson, the Uni-Norths president, just a short time ago. It's a precautionary head knock is what he's got. So all the best in his recovery. Royals have the bye next weekend, Luke, while Uni-Norths, they host East at ANU North. And next weekend sees Queanbeyan hosting West at Campese in the Hahn Superdry Griffin Legal John Dent Cup match of the round. Tonight, the Brumbies are back at Canberra Stadium, having returned from their tour of South Africa and Argentina. They face the Blues from Auckland in Super Rugby Round 12. Certainly hope to see you out there. That is a wrap from us here at Phillip. Thanks for your company on Bar TV Sports. For Luke Fisher and the team, I'm Brett McKay. Enjoy your rugby and go the Brumbies tonight.